Hey Libra, welcome to a reading. Libra, if this reading resonates with you, please like and or subscribe. I was drawn to do your reading today, so let's see what's going on, Libra. If you're interested in booking a personal service or reading, a candle casting, I will definitely pin my website in the comment section. What's going on with Libra, Spirit Guides? Clear and concise messages. Which collective of Librans? I got the Five of Cups in the upright position. Five of Cups in the upright position. Libra. Sun card in reverse. Somebody's sad. It's a very sad energy. There's a feeling of loss, sadness, pessimism. Like somebody messed up. Okay. Placements heavy that I see here is Scorpio and Libra. What's going on in Libra's world? What's going on in Libra's world? World card in reverse. Lack of closure. And I just heard not again. Somebody repeated a cycle again. So I feel like someone's downing. I feel like Libra, someone here is downing themselves for messing something up here. What's going on with Libra? Libra's world? What's going on in Libra's world? Six of Wands in reverse. Somebody feels embarrassed. Publicly humiliated or embarrassed. Like their reputation was ruined. What's going on here in Libra's world? Eight of Swords. Can't stop thinking about this. What's going on in Libra's world, Spirit? The Temperance as the last card. The sixth card. Which is beautiful because Libra, starting off with the Five of Cups, ending it with the Temperance. And the Temperance is, forgiveness, grace, flexibility, healing, mending. So Spirit is saying this is a time for healing. Healing the thought, healing the emotions. Spirit is saying that this is a chapter that is closed. It's closing, it's closed. It needs to stay closed. It's a time for ascension. So I do feel, Libra, that some of you are dealing with a repeated lesson. This has to do with people in your life. It could be work, it could be reputation, it could be, yeah, it just feels like there's a lot. I feel like somebody getting shut out from the public, you know? What did someone do to fall off from grace, you know? I also feel with the Sun card being in reverse, for some of you, this has a lot to do with authenticity, not showing up truly as yourself. Yeah, Libra, I'm kind of feeling, I don't know who I'm connecting with here. I don't expect it to be many, but I guess somebody needs to hear this. This feels like someone who failed and they were not even really themselves. You know, it's like a mask that fell off, but so much disappointment and loss because this feeling of rejection is not even based from somebody's authentic being. Let's see the shadows. I don't know how this is going to resonate to you, Libra, because there's one, two, three spiritual lessons here. One that talks about ego, the sun, right? Leo energy, how you portray yourself to the world. You got the world card in reverse. Those are your lessons. Those are your cycles closing. Those are your expansions. And then you got the temperance, which is healing. On the bright side, in the upright position, you do have the healing. So there is an acknowledgement here that something needs to be healed. And somebody could be ruminating over what happened in this, what feels like a fall from grace, Libra. Okay, let's get a shadow. Let's pull on the shadows. What's the shadow behind the Six of Wands in reverse? What is the shadow behind the Six of Wands in reverse? What was the shadow being projected here? Suppression. Suppression is being projected here. It says express, don't suppress. Authenticity is freeing. So do you see what I'm saying, Libra? I'm going to say that again. Express, don't suppress. Authenticity is freeing, and this can manifest as restraint, repression, and censorship. I can't help but feel that there's a specific group of Librans that are realizing that they're not feeling accepted in the world that they live in, but it's not because of them, it's because they're wearing a mask. And I think this is the lesson for Libras is, who are you portraying yourself to be? What mask are you wearing? How can you show up more authentic? Not living for others' acceptance or validations, but living for the validation of yourself. Can I get a shadow? Let's get a shadow on the Six of Wands in reverse. Shadow on that Six of Wands in reverse. Obscurity. In the unknown, there's room for endless possibilities. We have darkness, ambiguity, and mystery, which I feel I see with that Sun card, right? Something's hidden. Someone here really thinks too much illusion about what other people think or feel. There's a Libra here that really cares about how they show up in the world, but it feels like they're living for what they think people want to see, you know? I'm getting somebody who gets rejected, but it's not even who Libra truly is, you know? We have illusion. Seek reality, even if it's raw and challenging. Mirage, fantasy, deception. Okay, Libra, this is a shadow reading. I feel this is a shadow reading. Okay. On the top, we have insecurity. Your worth is intrinsic and unchanging. We have doubt, uncertainty, and anxiety. Okay. Let's see, Libra. What do we need to pull when it comes to conversations with your inner self? I'm going to pull this deck out. Something that maybe you can journal on or reflect upon. Libra, if this resonates with you, please like and or subscribe. Let's see, what does Libra have to ask themselves here? What does Libra have to ask themselves? Power. What does living to your fullest potential and power look like to you? Okay, that kind of coincides to the Six of Wands in reverse. What does living to your fullest potential and power look like to you? And that's the white cards. Let's get the black cards. Get one more for Libra. Let's get one more for Libra. Let's get one more for Libra. We have no fears. If you had no doubts, no worries, or no fears of the unknown, what would you do? What would you do if you weren't afraid? Okay, so Libra, we're getting a confirmation on the masking energy here. All right. So Libra, Spirit is saying that right now, this is a time for authenticity. You know, it is a time for expressing who you truly are, being who you truly are, showing up as completely 100% yourself, regardless of how you are received to the public. Yeah, because Libra, I'm speaking to a collective here with the world, the Six of Wands, the Sun card. This is usually a very famous card. These are famous cards, global, well known. So there's a group of Librans uh where some of you are either in positions of brand influence, like influencers, or just positions of power and influence over social media or just over the world. And there could be that rejection, that opposition from people. And then there's some of you that may not feel like you're living up to that fullest. You're not reaching that level of success because you're not truly being authentic to yourself or living for what you truly want, but rather the approval or the acclamations, accolades from other people. So that this is very shadow, as far as I feel you're needing to work on your shadows, Libra. Okay, if you're interested in booking a personal reading, I think I do have a shadow reading option there. Feel free to look at it. Otherwise, if you could like or subscribe, Libra, I don't expect you to comment because this is a very sensitive kind of topic, but if you comment, thank you. But I'm going to leave it here, Libra. Thank you so much. Bye.